What's going on, YouTube? Q back here again with another video for you. In today's video, I'm going to go over all my mods, and I'm going to tell you all what's my top mods, going from least favorite to most favorite. So I've had this car since January, and now it is August. So I got about 7 or 8 mods technically. So I'm going to go through all of them, even the little rinky-dink BS ones. So that's what today's video is going to be about. So stay tuned. And before you leave, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, browse the channel. Let's jump into it. So the first mod on the ZL1, and my least favorite mod, but I still think it's a worthy mod to get, are these lights on the back. So I'm going to lump both of them in. So the reverse lights and the plate lights down there. So from the factory, these are incandescent and they shine yellow, and these are incandescent down here as well. So I got both in hyper white, even though like the tag plates are much whiter white, but before I had those looked white, but now they kind of look yellow. They look more white in person. It's just those are like have a bluish tint, those at the top have a yellowish tint. On camera they look yellowish, but that is my number 8 mod. So the lights, I don't get as much enjoyment out of it, but I think it makes the car look right, because every other light on the car is LED. You got the headlights, the lights on the interior, and then the back were incandescent, so I had to get them with the taillight bulbs are not LED, those are an incandescent bulb that just shine white, and the tag plates, those are LED. But my number 7 mod, and I'm going by functionality too, things that I get the most enjoyment out of, so take that into effect. I'm probably the only person that has this mod, because if I look in the back seat, I got the Recaro car seats. But a mod that's back here, not to be confused with a mod back here, don't even know in a mod, but this seatbelt extender. Without this, my kids would never ride in this car. So when they hop in the back seat, they can buckle themselves up. But without this mod, there is no way. Like the seatbelt that's back here, it is like way down in the seat to where you can't even get in there. So these are required if you have passengers in the back seat, because clicking the seatbelt into this without the extender, you will have a very difficult time, especially with the kid. So seatbelt extenders, my number 7 mod. My number 6 mod, and I think this is pretty low, but hear me out. That mod is going to be found up under the hood, and that is my cold air intake. And let me explain why that is so far down on my list. Get a good look at it. And this is the regular Roto-Fab. This thing was like $500, and honestly I don't notice a power increase. I got 650 horsepower, got a supercharger right there, and this cold air intake is supposed to add like 20. You get more out of it if you do a tune, and if you get a big gulp you get like 30 horsepower. But this alone, I hear more supercharger whine. But another mod that I have, it drowns it out, and that's a giveaway. I can't hear it as much as I could before, so, and I got it for the sound, so I really can't hear it. So unless I tame another mod, then this is kind of useless to me. I don't feel the power. It's not worth the $500. That's money that's best spent elsewhere. My number 5 mod on my ZL1 is the window tint. So my tint on here is 35% all around, and 35% to me is a nice balance of me being able to see out the car and people not being able to see inside the car. I even got the windshield tinted, so this will probably be higher on the list. My windshield is too dark. I hate driving at night because it's a little too dark, and my lights turn on because the sensor is right on the dash. I'll show you the sensor. Like the video, haha. But this sensor right here, the windshield is a little too dark, so it comes on prematurely. So it'll be daylight outside and my headlights will turn on just a little too prematurely. And right now it's like 8 o'clock, getting dark, and my lights will be on now, which maybe or maybe they wouldn't if I didn't have tint. But if I had to do it all over again, I would get like a 45 or even 50% tint like I had on my GT350. Even though it doesn't match, it looks good. But this tint looks great. Like the way it looks is good, but the practicality of it, not so much. But man, it looks great. So I'll deal with it, and that's going to be number 5. So my number 4 favorite mod that I got on the ZL1 so far is my Eibach lowering springs. So these springs are only like $3.25, and they're cheaper alternatives. But Eibach, they've been in the business for a while, and this is the only one with the documented drop for the Magna Ride, or magnetic ride control, on the ZL1. So I went with that one. It's a very slight drop, but it's perfect for me because you don't want to be too low to where I rip off the splitter in the front. So just looking at it, the stance on this thing is beautiful. Like, it sits lower and it gives the car a much better road presence. And the ride is a little more harsh than stock, but I got some unfinished business because I didn't get the calibration to where I hear I need to zero it out. So the magnetic ride control has a new low, but at the dealership that I went to, they didn't know how to do that. So I have the stock mod on it. So maybe that works, maybe it doesn't. I've been reading a lot of things in the forums. Some people say there's no difference. Other people say it is a difference. But yeah, I don't know for sure. And I want to give it a try so I can inform you all if it worked or not. And the way this thing handles, it already handled amazingly before. And it's just perfect now. Like, it's a little more firm, but I have absolutely no body roll. I feel like I can take any turn doing any amount of speed, which could be dangerous, but I haven't like slid out of control on the track. It's just flat. Like, you'll hear the tire squeal before the car will have body roll. On autocross, phenomenal. Like, I got a top time at autocross, and that was my first time doing it. So these things work really well. Numero 3. Those would be my reflective calipers. And these things, they really make the car stand out. So we got the blue down there. These are the 3M. These are specifically built for calipers, and they take more heat. These ones, reflective, once you get a light on them. Like, if I were to take a nighttime picture, they would be reflective. But my camera doesn't have a flash, the camera I'm recording with, and it doesn't quite do it with this one. Let's see if it'll do it at another wheel. So you can see a little bit of wear on these. So I have taken it to the track, and that makes the brakes heat up really hot. So I am shocked they're still on there. But getting this mod, I knew that it would be a chance that they wouldn't last a long time. I'm surprised they held up this well. But for the price that I paid for them, shout out to my guy Rapidall. But these things are still holding up quite well. And once they did get hot, you could see it bubble just a little bit, but they are still looking good on here. So they should hold up till next year. If I do a couple more track days, who knows, then it'll be time to powder coat. But still, out of all my mods, this is one of my favorite ones, the 3M caliper wraps. All right, we're in the top 2. Can you guess what my top 2 favorite mods are? Well, it's only 2 mods that I have left. That's the exhaust and the wing in the back. And my number 2 favorite mod is the wing. Where's my finger? The wing. So when I was ordering this car, I wanted to order the ZL1 1LE for the wing. Like, I love the physical appearance of this. It adds downforce, but this thing just looks phenomenal. This wing just does it. And I should probably get Canards, but I don't want to do it because I don't want to make it seem like I'm trying to be a ZL1 1LE. So I'll say that for those guys, unless I start taking the track more serious. But let's get back to this wing. So I have a carbon fiber one, and it looks quite well, especially in the sun. High quality. Focus, thing. Focus. Let me manual focus. This thing don't want to do what it's supposed to do. Can we see it? Yeah, you can see it now. Get closer. And the whole thing is carbon fiber. So these are, I don't even know what these would be, but those aren't carbon fiber. But the rest of it though, all carbon fiber. And I wanted to go with the Anderson composites because I did have a little bit of trouble installing this. I don't even know what brand this is. Got it off American Muscle, and it got here quick because most of them were back ordered. The Anderson composites, theirs was like a 3 to 7 month wait. That would have been, I would have got that like around now because it's now August. But and that was $1,500. This was $925 to my front door. It gives the car a visceral look. Every time I open the garage, this is what I see, and this gives me a great pleasure. I don't care, take that how you want to, take that any way, the worst way possible, the rated G way, whatever, but this thing gets the blood flowing. So that wang back there, my number 2 favorite mod. But the craftsmanship on here though, like it did come up a little bit, like when I put it in there. The craftsmanship to this brand is not the highest of quality. Like it does the job. I give it like a 7 or 8 out of 10 for the whole thing. Ease of install, came with no instructions, did that on my own, but that's it. The wing. The number 1 Q's favorite mod, my top mod on the ZL1, you know it, the exhaust. So I have the guinea pig of the MRT version 3, got the H-pipe catback, no mufflers on here, and I got the black tips. So you can get this in chrome too, but I decided to go black because why not? And this thing is loudish. I still don't think it's obnoxiously loud, but it's right there. Maybe a bit over, not less, but it's right there at obnoxious. But this thing sounds amazing. So cold starts, the pops. You've heard this car. If this is your first time seeing this video, I'll give you a little bit because it started raining out the blue, which wasn't forecast. Y'all know how I feel about these meteorologists, so now I have to talk fast so I can wrap it up so I don't get rained on. But yeah, this thing loud, it crackles, pops more. The bass, the right tone, the H-pipe does that. This is the only H-pipe for a catback on the Camaro. I got the first one. If you want this, hit up MRT. It's MRT Performance. They make the exhaust in Plymouth, Michigan. That's where I'm at now. You can use the discount code Q10 and save yourself some money on that. 10%, tell them that I sent you. So give them a call if you want that exhaust. So that's it. That's my favorite mods on the car. What are your, how would you rearrange those mods in your opinion on my car? Are there other mods that you think I should get to the ZL1? Let me know in the comment section down below. It's raining on me, so I gotta go. About to test drive a car, and I will catch you all in the next video. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, browse the channel, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace out.